thank God that I haven't seen this video yet, right? Because I had it in my watch later, right? This was during the time of my days off, right? Before my account on Twitch got hacked, of course, and I kind of wanted to see this video specifically because apparently Pokemon is starting to target YouTubers for something dumb, right? I'm like, okay, what are we talking about here? Like, what kind of dumbness are we talking about? That's the one thing I'm like curious to hear.
Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Pokemon, the Pokemon Company more specifically in this one because they're the ones who are actually behind all of this, but usually we don't see stuff like this too often, so that's why it's really weird. It kind of came out of left field when this news started breaking, and there's a little bit of a misconception, and I kind of fell for it at the beginning too, surrounding this entire situation. So I want to clarify before we get any further into the video, because a lot of people were reporting this and talking about it. Nintendo is not responsible or involved in this situation to my knowledge at all. Now, when people started talking about this the other day on social media, a lot of people were saying, oh, look at this YouTube strike that happened. Why is Nintendo going after these people? Why is Nintendo issuing these strikes? Which kind of makes sense because Nintendo has their own shady copyright history in the past before, but
Yeah.
this is all regarding the Pokemon Company itself. So most people, they don't really know.
Okay, so this is not Nintendo themselves. This is the company Gamefreak. This is Gamefreak themselves. Okay, let's get this correct. It's Gamefreak. So
how this works. So the Pokemon entity as it is, right, is actually owned, a portion of it is owned by Nintendo, a portion of it's owned by the Pokemon Company, right? So they've got it split up.
Or maybe not. Maybe it is just the Pokemon Company itself. Huh. I thought it would be I thought this would be Game Freak's part of thing, but I guess not. I guess it's just Pokemon itself. The Pokemon brand itself.
It's not like one full property that one company owns, right? There's different companies with ownership of the Pokemon Company. So that's who's actually responsible for this. But in the last couple of days, there has been this new massive wave of YouTube copyright strikes being put on people's YouTube channels because of a very common, I would say, type of video, right? So basically people who've uploaded modded Pokemon in any way. So the first one we're going to be taking a look at here, this one is the YouTuber Noah J456. I'm sure a lot of you know who that.
Oh, Noah J. Isn't Nintendo only just a distributor of the games? Yeah, they're the what, publishers, right? If I remember correctly, publishers, right? They're considered as publishers, right? Same thing as like PlayStation and Xbox.
That is, but I wanted to take a look at this a little closer because this actually really kind of tells us even more. Like, it's not just the Pokemon companies going around and copyright striking people's videos, but this is evidence of, for instance, the fact that the company manually striked this video and manually submitted this claim. So this wasn't some automated system or anything.
Bro, it's literally Pokemon Zombies. Bro, it's literally a mod or so on Black Ops. Wow, we're really copy striking people like this, huh? Aren't we? Interesting.
And you can tell because number one, they claimed the entire video. Number two, it named specific content used, including Pikachu, Gengar, Meowth, Mewtwo. It even has the contact info and whatnot there as well. So I want to just real quickly explain for those of you who don't make YouTube videos, you don't really know the difference, right, between a copyright claim and a copyright strike. So it would be one thing if the Pokemon Company was going around and they were copyright claiming people's content, which, I mean, honestly, I still wouldn't be like happy about it, or like I wouldn't think it's the greatest thing ever, but it would be a little more understandable. So a copyright claim is, let's say you are a company and you determine that somebody is using your copyrighted material in their YouTube content. They're not allowed to do it. Like maybe they're using one of your artist's songs or something like that, or they're using your movie or something like that, right? Well, you can issue a copyright claim, and what this does is most of the time it, for a company, will allow them to earn the ad revenue off of that video. So you claim the video, however much money it makes through ads and whatnot, right? You end up...
Yeah, they're doing something weird. Like, bro, it's a mod on a different game. So Okay.
Of getting that money, or you split it with the creator as a company. Now, if you copyright strike someone's channel, this is a little bit more severe. This is like an actual, I don't want to say attack because it's kind of a weighted piece of language to use, but this is kind of like throwing a punch to somebody's YouTube channel, I guess. If you get copyright strikes, it can actually prevent you from uploading content to the platform. If you get 3 of them, they will outright terminate your entire YouTube channel. So getting a copyright claim, it sucks, but it is not a big deal. Getting a copyright strike is channel threatening. Like, that can literally ruin your career if it happens enough. So they went across and they started hitting several people on YouTube, and as you see, these appear to be like Pokemon Zombies videos, at least this Noah J one was. And just to point this out too, because in my opinion, it makes it even more petty and ridiculous that this is the case. That Noah J456 video that got copyright struck here on YouTube, this video wasn't new or anything, by the way. It wasn't like he uploaded this video yesterday and they hit it or whatever as it was new. This was a apparently 7-year-old video that has been on YouTube for literally just years upon years, and there was no problem with it, no issues with it. And of course, as YouTube works, I mean, this video now
a 7-year-old video, and they decide to. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Let's be a little realistic here. Okay. It's been 7 years since that video has been posted. Okay. What the fuck have they been doing for 7 years? Okay. Man, the Pokemon company just keeps fucking up even more and more and more. It's just like, why?
Probably gets like 0.01% of the views that it got per day.
Because if it's a mod for a different game, Nintendo should be the one doing something, not the Pokemon company, since it's using Pokemon in another game. Nintendo would logically know what they're doing, but if Nintendo does nothing, there's really no grounds for anything. Yeah, but they like it's a modder, so that someone made it. So and he just played it. That's it. You know, that's the difference.
7 years old, it's completely ancient, right? It's in the fucking content vault, essentially, of Noah J456. There is a non-zero, but a pretty small chance that most people will never see this video who are fans of him now. And for whatever reason, the Pokemon company decided 7 years later that this was just breaking a barrier that they couldn't have.
Wait, I'm curious if they're targeting YouTubers, right? Because I know Vanoss Gaming made a zombies Pokemon one. Is that one still up by any chance? Let me see. I think they made one too. Let me see. Yeah, because they have this, they have this. They have this, they have this, they have this, they have this, and they have this, you know? So I'm curious if these videos would go down as well. If, you know, if that's the thing, you know? Because look how old these videos, most of these videos are, you know, 4 years, 7 years, 3 years, 5 years, 8 months, 7 years, you know, so I'd be very curious if they're gonna start striking those, because they're attacking, you know, YouTubers, so.
Have broken, and this was just crossing the fucking line. And so they go and they copyright strike the video. So if you're a YouTuber and you have played any form of like modded Pokemon COD Zombies or anything like that, man, I would be on the lookout for some copyright strikes. In reality, I'd probably just get rid of those videos off of your channel, which is sad to say, but I mean, I think that's probably really the only way you can even circumvent anything like this. And really, even then, like, I know most people, they think like, oh, just unlist your video or whatever, but if they already have your video URL and they can still access the video through that, which I would think the Pokemon company is capable of saving a fucking URL if it's this serious to them, but if they do that, they can still copyright strike your video, even if it's not public anymore. So I don't don't know. It's just a wild situation. Now, this isn't the
So
first time
dumb.
we've seen things like this happen on YouTube. Like I said, a lot of people at first, or even now, seem to think that the Nintendo company is behind this whole thing, but for once, I can actually say it's not Nintendo this time. Now it's the Pokemon company. So, obviously, I think that this is a really fucking stupid thing to do. I mean, not even just the fact that they're going around striking years-old videos, possibly preventing YouTubers from uploading content to their channels for weeks. If it goes far enough, even potentially deleting someone's YouTube account, all because they did what? They committed the horrific crime of playing Pokemon COD Zombies. Like, technically, they're not completely wrong, because, like, I mean, the video has their copyrighted material in it, because obviously the Pokemon designs and characters themselves are copyrighted by the company, but it just doesn't make any sense altogether, right? Because I feel like we already kind of had this argument with publishers and game developers over the last like 15 years here on YouTube anyway. So for whatever reason, I guess the Pokemon company feels like these Call of Duty Zombies modded gameplays are, I don't know, taking attention away from Pokemon, or they're taking money out of their pocket. I really don't know what their personal rationale is other than, oh, they're using Pokemon assets, but it's really fucking stupid to care this much. Let's just call it for what it is. Like, even if this video just came out yesterday and like it was brand new map or whatever.
Shut up,
like,
don't
I
announce
really
it. God, they're gonna know if you
what
announce it.
actual material harm is to Pokemon here, right? Like, if you're the Pokemon company and you're looking at this situation,
If you announce it, you know, they're gonna know that I'm doing it, okay? All right, Sal? You're just not supposed to announce it, all right? You're supposed to keep it a secret.
other than just seeing like, oh, they used Pokemon characters in a fan-made mod map, right? What exactly do you think happens here to your company? Like, are they under the impression that nobody is gonna buy any of the new Pokemon games because they can play modded Call of Duty Zombies and, I don't know, fucking shoot Pikachus with a ray gun? I mean, I really don't think that's the case. Like, Pokemon is one of the most valuable brands, assets, shows, whatever, right, of all time. Like, there is very little competition when it comes to Pokemon. They are just dominating the world, it seems like. Like, all shit like this does, really, is disenfranchise not even just the creators, but the fans in general from the show, because, like, obviously...
They can't cancel me. I don't even belong in this world to begin with anyways.
If you're a fan of Pokemon and you wanted to check out this video, I mean, I would think, right, as a company, you'd be happy to have people so dedicated to your show, so dedicated to your product or whatever in this instance, right, that they're willing to go out of their way to make like fan-made, custom-created maps in other video games for people to play that are still reminiscent and essentially marketing your game. Like, let's be real here, right? Noah J456, he has a massive audience. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, you know, he's probably out here finding people who don't know what Pokemon is, but, you know, he uploads a video of modded Pokemon Call of Duty gameplay. It gets 1 million views, right? And that's 1 million people who have now just been reminded, oh, hey, by the way, Pokemon exists. And, like, I don't know if this is just them tripping out, because I guess it's a little bit more kind of like Power World, because obviously we know earlier this year Power World blew up and, you know, it fucking really kind of shook Pokemon a little bit, right? We heard that they were looking into it to see if there was anything they could do. We've heard nothing in the months since then. So I'll just go ahead and assume that they really don't have anything on Power World, but like, obviously with the whole guns, more...
Nah, they got shit on Power World, to be honest. Cause like, at the end of the day, right, those are different monsters. Those are different creatures, you know? They don't own monster collecting, you know? They don't own it, okay? All right? Just because they invented it, they don't own it, okay? All right, anyone can make like a different creature collecting. You know, there are creature collecting stuff. You know, like what was that one? What was that one in the old days or so? Was it Neopets? Was a thing, right? If I remember correctly, Neopets was a thing. I remember Neopets was being a was a thing a while ago. I know there was another one. There was another specific one, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't know if it's Neopets, though.
adult themes or whatever in Pal World compared to normal Pokemon. I don't know if maybe they thought that, you know, this was fucking trending too far towards that or what's going on with that, but ultimately this was just completely unnecessary. And not only does it make the Pokemon company look bad, but it makes creators like me much less likely to play or cover Pokemon.
Yeah, Digimon is also another thing too,
which
as
kind of
well.
sucks
Yeah.
because I mean, I'm not gonna say and pretend like I have a Pokemon channel or something, but I mean, I've used, for instance, like Pokemon Fire Red gameplay here on the channel before, and I don't know, I feel like if they're willing to go around copyright striking YouTubers for showing a 3D Pikachu in a Call of Duty game, they would more than happily strike somebody for playing the actual Pokemon game on YouTube. So it looks like there's a pretty good chance that that will not be happening again, as far as I'm concerned, because truth be told, like, I mean, I don't want to have to deal with YouTube strikes and shit like that. There's really no way to get around them other than to just wait them out, which usually takes like 30 to 90 days depending on what or how many you've gotten. So I don't know, I'm not even gonna fucking risk it. I'm not even gonna try to get involved with that anymore. It just kind of sucks, but it's just a really confusing all around situation because it just, from the outside perspective, just...
And this is one of the reasons why I don't support Pokemon. This is why I don't even buy their Pokemon games anymore. I just literally steal it from my sister and I just play it for free. So they don't get any ounce of my money. Hey, Natsuko, how you been there, hun?
Actually seems like Pokemon woke up one day on the wrong side of the bed and they just decided, you know what, fuck it, let's round up all these videos and do something about it. So I don't know, man, just a really odd
doing good.
really
I saw you playing Helldivers.
Like, I mean, does Pokemon really make a significant amount of money or protect their intellectual property or whatever by doing this? I really don't think so. Like, it's a fucking YouTube video of a Call of Duty Zombies mod, you know? I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where
so
I
much
like
fun. I'm glad you're having fun at least.
Like, Pokemon could actually be
good.
focused on making their new games better and actually fun to play, and then this kind of shit wouldn't even be a problem in the first place, because
their games suck. Their games suck, okay? Alright? Most of the recent Pokemon games have been fucking garbage, alright? I'll be honest with you. Most of their recent Pokemon games have been so fucking bad, alright?
you wouldn't be worried.
Let's just be honest here.
Replacing your fucking game with Pal World or Call of Duty Zombies maps, right? If you just made good content for the fucking Switch, right? If you just did what you were supposed to do. But I don't know. Instead, they're out here using their resources to harass YouTube content creators for videos that they made like 7 fucking years ago. So I don't know, man. Really stupid situation, really unfortunate, but I wanted to cover it because I know a lot of other YouTubers watch my videos, and I know a lot of people who do gameplay also watch my videos. So I don't know, man. I would watch out using anything Pokemon related in the future because apparently they have a fucking problem with it. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel.
Nintendo moment? No, it's the Pokemon company itself. It's not Nintendo.
Down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. Well, just warning everybody about this new Pokemon shit and signing out. And that's a wrap on this video. But
Jesus Christ, holy cow, that is pretty saddening. That's just pretty pathetic in my personal opinion. You know, like the worst part about it is like a 7-year-old video. That's what makes it even so dumb at the same time, because it's just kind of like, bruh, are you serious? Like, it's an old video, bro. Like, just stop, okay? All right. I don't know. This is the reason why I don't support like Gamefreak or just or the Pokemon itself, you know, just because of this specific situation. You know, I don't even support Nintendo. Like anything Nintendo related, you know, I don't support Nintendo either. So yeah, just because, like, you know, I'm just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna steal my sister's Switch and her games, because, you know, she has more Switch games than I do. So so I just steal from hers, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna steal from hers, and I'm not gonna even bother paying my ounce of money to them. So yeah, even then on top of that, I mostly play only PC games half the entire time. So it's very rare when we play on Switch or anything Pokemon related. Even though yes, I do have the Pokemon DLC, which we should probably play it in the future and make fun of it and literally roast the living shit out of it, how bad it is. You know, so but we'll come back to it eventually. Probably this summer. This summer we'll probably take a look at it. You know, you're not stealing, Co. You're just being communist. Anyways, yeah, for those making Pokemon related content, right? For those who are watching, right, on YouTube or on here on Twitch, in and on itself, just take care of yourself, be safe, and yeah, just watch out on doing anything Pokemon related, just like what Optimus says, you just gotta be careful. It's not worth it anymore if you're gonna get, a strike, so yeah. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Peace.